Okay, what was the show you saw?
I was watching Keep Breathing on Netflix. I think it came out on Friday, like it's new. And it's about a girl who survives a plane crash and she's the only one. So she has
Oh,
to try to get saved or whatever. And it was kind of boring. It kept having flashbacks about her life so that you could kind of get to know her. And the only reason I kept watching is because I wanted to see her be saved. Like, I just wanted to see her be saved. I was like, I can't wait till she gets to go into her own bed and take a shower and stuff. The show, spoiler alert, ended right when like she gets spotted by someone, you know?
oh my
Like, so I
God.
never, and she was like, they had to resuscitate her. And when she coughed, it ended.
Oh
So,
no, I
like, I
don't
didn't
like
get to
shows like
see
that.
her.
That is
Yeah,
the
it was not
worst.
gratifying at
So it was
all.
more
And
about the like past, like her backstory and stuff.
yeah, and they showed like a little glimpse into the future, but it still wasn't gratifying. Like,
Do you think there's going to be another season?
no, it's a limited series.
The
So
heck?
I don't recommend it.
I hate
I
that.
watched that show with Neil Patrick Harris that just came
Oh
out on
yeah,
Netflix.
I've been watching it. What
What
do you
is it
think
Which one?
about
called?
it?
What is it called?
Uncoupled.
Yes, Uncoupled. I thought it's cute. It's a cute. I love gay shows or movies.
Yeah, and it's by the same producer as Sex and the City and Younger,
Oh, I
or
didn't know
writer
that.
Emily in Paris. Yeah,
I haven't watched Younger. Have you watched Younger?
it's so good. You would love it.
I
I
feel like
love
What
I
it.
would.
what
My
channel is
mom
that?
loves it.
Wasn't it on like ABC Family or something like originally or whatever?
No,
Freeform.
it was on something weird, but I think it might be on
Paramount?
Hulu now. I
Oh,
think it is on Paramount, but I think you might be able to watch it on Hulu.
that'll be good.
Do you guys watch Big Brother?
No.
Oh my God, Devin, I feel like you'd love. Well, both of you actually would love Big Brother.
Joe loves
Or
Big
like,
Brother.
oh, Joe watches it. You don't
I'm
like
not sure if
watch
he's
it
like
with him?
up to date, but like he loves it.
Oh my God,
He
I
did
feel like
love
you
it.
would like. I don't know about how you'd feel about the show, but like if you were in the game, you would kill it.
I like literally don't know anything about it.
It's so good. It's like just a bunch of people that all live in a house, and then there's like you want to be the last, like they vote people out every week, so you have to be friends and like maintain your relationships in the house. But then there's also like competitions, physical competitions, mental competitions, and then like you're backstabbing people that you're pretending to be friends with. It's pretty
Oh
good.
God.
So
That'd
really
be
good.
stressful.
Yeah.
And they have live feeds on 24/7, like on Paramount Plus. Like you can just go check what they're doing in the house at any time, like in
Oh
the
my
middle of the
God.
night or anything. Yeah, like it's just live 24/7. And they're in there for 3 months.
Freaky.
That's so freaky. Okay, should I start?
Yeah, you're good at it.
I don't think I am, but okay.
I'll try. We might need
You
to
want
cut
to?
this. I'll try it. Hey guys, welcome back to So Glad We're Friends. This is Devin.
I'm Maggie.
I'm Brittany.
And today we are talking about, what are we talking about? Social media?
We're talking about social media.
Social media. My dog pays my rent.
Yes, we're talking about how our dogs pay our rent and how yours can too.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about our journeys on social media, how we make money, how we find partnerships, switching from photo to video, and all the freaking ups and downs we have and have had in our journeys.
Yes, very
It's a lot to
exciting.
cover.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about
There's
today.
a lot of like transformations in
Yeah.
like, where we started and like where we're at today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all three have been evolving a lot just this year. I mean, it's been 7 whole months. So we're on the 8th month.
I know.
Here,
I
but
hate hearing that actually.
I know. It's like, what have I even accomplished?
I literally hate it. Okay, so first we're gonna just talk about like each of our individual journeys starting our social medias because we all did start at different times. So yeah, maybe we'll go in order. Dev, you started first.
Did I start first? Oh my
You
God. I should go
did.
back to my first post. It might take forever, but
Oh my
yeah.
God, I tried doing that the other day. Don't even, it takes so long.
And how many posts do I have?
How many
Over
posts do you
1,000.
have?
Over
1,000?
1,000.
I feel like I have a low amount. I have 697.
When did you start, Maggie?
October 2019.
Okay, so I started a full year ahead of you.
And I started
Yeah.
like what's October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I started like 7 months after you, Maggie.
Yeah, when Sadie was born and Rosie.
Ah.
Debbie started in fall of 2018. Was it after Willow
Yeah,
was born when
so
she came home?
Willow was born on August 1st, 2018. So her birthday is 8118, which is cool.
Cute.
But I started posting the morning that I brought her home because I picked her up at night on the first day, and I literally did not know that I was bringing her home until it was a Thursday, and the breeder told me on Monday that I got her.
Oh my God.
So it was
How did that happen? She was like,
yeah, I'll try to make it a short story, but I have wanted a corgi, but it was kind of in my 5-year plan. Like I was like, once I buy a house, then I'll get a corgi. But my friend sent me a picture of a corgi that was in a mall, and it just like ignited this fire in me. And obviously I'm not going to get a puppy mill puppy, but I knew what breeder I wanted to get Willow from. So I just decided to check the breeder's site to see if she had any puppies. She had 3 females available or something that happened to be getting ready to go home. And so I filled out an application, sent in my application. She didn't respond. So I messaged her on Facebook, and then she was like asking me some questions, called me, said that I could pick the last or get the last puppy of the litter. So that was literally 3 days before I picked her up.
Me that Willow is the last one.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
It is crazy.
Like, how lucky.
I know. And when I picked Willow up, I asked the breeder like what her personality was like or whatever. And she was like, honestly, she was my favorite. If I could keep one, I would keep her.
Oh, that's so cute.
But she cried the whole time.
What is the breeder in Phoenix?
Williams, Arizona or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Not a long drive.
No, it was close.
Rosie cried the entire way home for like 4 hours.
Aw. Yeah, the breeder didn't want to feed her because she's like, if I feed her now, she'll poop in your car. So she cried the whole time because she wanted dinner. And hungry. Of course, now she howls when she eats because she loves food so much.
Because she was starved.
Yeah, God, famished. But I remember exactly what my first post is, which we can share on Instagram, but it was so cute. She was in my bed. But at first I started out trying to talk in a dog voice, and I could not do it. I felt so stupid.
Did you follow other corgis, or like what was your like thought process when you're making your first post? Like, were you writing it to your friends in real life? Were you writing it to
no
corgi people
I had the intention of having strangers follow me, you know, like I followed accounts that were dog name the corgi, like everybody does, you know, and so I followed these accounts that had really good photography and nice editing and stuff and beautiful dogs, and I wanted to be that. I feel like I surround myself with what I want to be, and that's how I achieve my goals so well, because I always achieve my goals, and I just followed all these really good corgi accounts and I copied them essentially.
That's such a good life tactic.
Totally. That's what, like, I'm always telling my sister that, like, you need to surround yourself with people that you want to be like, not people that
you don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I honestly named Willow without the W at the end because Willow the corgi was already taken.
Stop.
On Instagram.
Stop.
Yeah, so I took out the W.
I've always wondered that.
Devin, that is iconic. Like, that is icon behavior that you changed her name.
Except, oh yeah. Well, I mean, that was always going to be her name.
No, but the spelling,
but like I checked
that's
the
a
handle.
big deal. Of, because Willow's different without a W, like that.
Right. And her name is so cool now. I love that there's no W at the end.
Like, it really makes it stand out.
There's actually a historic neighborhood in downtown Phoenix that spelt Willow that way, so that's why I had that vision of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's cute.
But yeah, it's such a cute neighborhood. It's like my dream neighborhood. So it made sense for me. But my ultimate goal was to get a free bark box. Like, I was like, oh, I know I'll make it. I just want to get a free bark box for Willow. And now I do not want a free bark box. No, thank you.
That's kind of what I thought too. Like, I thought definitely when I got a free pup box, I was like, whoa.
And that's so funny. The way that I thought of influencers back then was just them getting free stuff.
Yeah.
Like free clothes, free makeup.
All free.
I didn't know that though with dogs. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest. Like, I didn't know that.
I think I just
only knew of like Tucker.
I did too.
And Doug the Pug. Like, I didn't
really
follow like famous dogs, really.
That was like obviously one of my first dog follows was Tucker.
I just got into an email. Somebody, like a brand, sent me an email and a chain, and Tucker was also in it. And I was like, Mama, I made it.
God. So I think I was lucky in that corgis were really popular on social media at the time too. So
Yeah.
it was easy to steadily grow her account. And I was doing that with like hashtags. And I would just go on the hashtags that I was posting and just follow everyone. And if they didn't follow back, I would unfollow them. Like that was my strategy. And then I wish I could like see how many followers I had at certain times in my career.
I kept track of that.
That is so
Let
smart.
me see if it's in my notes. I definitely kept track, but not fully.
Because I remember my first thing was like, I got to get to 1,000. I worked with a girl that had a social media presence for her bakery, and she was like, the first 1,000 was the hardest. And so
I think
was
that's
like,
true.
I just got to get to 1,000.
I have it. I just found it.
You like put it in your notes?
Yeah. My first post was September 8th, but I didn't start posting until October 13th once Finn came home. And then I hit 1,047 followers on November 10th. So like a month after he came home.
Oh, wow. God, I wish I knew that.
Yeah,
I wish I knew mine. That's good to know. I think that's awesome.
Sorry to derail you. Go ahead.
But yeah, that was my strategy, is just following people. And then finally, I started gaining traction on my account just because I was posting good photography and Willow was cute. But the thing that really set us apart was when Willow started howling while she ate. And the funny thing is, when that first happened, I just posted it to my story because I wasn't posting videos to my feed. And I was just like, oh, my followers are going to think this is so cute. I don't know what made me decide to post it to my feed.
Probably maybe people replied to your story or something.
Yeah. I also at the time thought that it was a corgi thing because I didn't know. So I was like, does anyone else's corgi do this? Like, she's howling while she's eating. Yeah. Does your dog do this? But then one of my other strategies was to tag big accounts that shared other people's photos. And so those big accounts sharing my photos helped more people find me. And then when Willow did that really cute howl that is like the famous howl, Pupflix shared it. And I think they had 4 million followers. And then from there, like my engagement was just going crazy. And then just because that account shared it, then a bunch of other accounts found it. So like Unilad, Lad Bible, BuzzFeed, all of them started sharing it.
But was that crazy at the time? Like, how did you feel when that was?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to be on Ellen. Like, there's the goal too. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on Ellen.
Bro, same. That was so my goal. Do you know, I literally like Ellen ending. I like had a little mini breakdown because I was like, I never got on Ellen.
I know.
I submitted one of my posts, like my breeder's post on Ellen, and it got featured like on what's Ellen's like page
for like on the Instagram.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's amazing. Of Rosie.
I like didn't know that I was supposed to put my like handle on the fucking submission.
Shit.
She didn't tag me.
Damn. Wow, what a bitch. Just kidding, Ellen. We love you. But that started getting shared so much on Facebook, and I didn't have a Facebook page for Willow at the time. And brands just think that they don't need to tag you on Facebook, honestly. They just like put your Instagram handle on the picture or whatever. But still, I got a shit ton of followers from Facebook.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then like,
wait, so how many followers do you think you like had at that point? Or like once
I don't even know.
Like 1,000 or?
So that was at the end of 2018. So I probably had maybe 10,000.
Oh, holy shit.
That's pretty big.
Like after all of that started happening.
Yeah.
That is pretty, like that would feel, once I hit 10,000, that I feel like 10,000 to me was like a huge, like, huge something's happening.
Yeah. I wish I actually knew, but I don't. Yeah. And then from there, brands started reaching out to me to send me free product
in exchange for a post. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like food brands. And
do you know what the first one you did for free was?
I think it was for like a collar and a leash.
Cool.
Yeah.
From what's it called?
Wild One.
No, the other.
No, I wish.
The one
was like a little company. It's something, I don't even think they're in business anymore. And then I didn't start working with Stella and Chewy's until 2020. So I went a whole year with like just partnering with random food brands. I started working with Open Farm to get Willow fed for free. And that was like maybe half
No
of
way.
2019.
That was
That's
like
really
really early
great.
on in their journey.
That was a big thing
That's
for me.
impressive.
Yeah, it was definitely because Willow was only on Purina for a couple of months. Oh, also like Pet Plate reached out to me. That was a big brand that I worked with. They sent me free. They're like the farmer's dog, but a different brand. It's called
Oh.
Pet Plate.
Oh,
The
okay.
same
Heard of
type of
them, I feel
human
like.
grade food.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That's how I got started.
Wow. I have to pee.
Okay. I'll scroll down to my first Instagram post.
I'm trying to find my first 1,000 celebration.
Jesus, in 2018, Willow was 3 months old. I was getting 4,000 likes on a picture.
No way.
And now I'm not even getting that. I get 1,000 likes on a picture. Like,
I never knew what I could actually get because I used engagement groups. So
Okay, I'm back.
that was a very fast peep.
I did not wash my hands.
You want me to read one of my first Instagram post captions?
Yeah.
This is the second one. Stepping out to feel the wind in my ears. They're still floppy, but Mom says I'll have big, beautiful ears that stand up on their own in no time.
Oh, that's so cute. It's so funny because I feel like now if you gave Willow a voice, it would be like totally different than
Oh,
that.
she'd be such a brat.
Yeah.
I gave Rosie such a sassy voice.
Did you? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll pull up that growth thing. But yeah, I started in 2019. Finn was born in August. And then I started like more consistently once he came home in October. But I really didn't know that dogs were like making money. Like I thought it was really just like I followed like Instagrammers. Like I knew people were making money on Instagram and like as influencers, but I didn't know specifically like in the dog world that was a thing at all.
Yeah.
Like I really thought I was just posting to not annoy people. Like when I was posting at first, it was also in Finn's voice, I think. I'm pretty sure the first few at least. I think I would rotate. Like I would do some where I would like sign his name and then some where I would like sign my name or something.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was just writing it to like some of my friends that were choosing to follow. But pretty quickly it was like strangers started following it. And then I was like, oh, there's like a bunch of Australian Shepherd people out there. And then it was like kind of quickly finding people who had puppies in the same age as Finn. And then it was like not even Australian Shepherds, but just whoever kind of the same age group. So then it was like I was making friends with people who were going through the same things with their puppy or like training at the same age level or just going through whatever similar things. So that's where I kind of liked it more. Or I started like feeling like that community of like
right
more so. And then by December, well, it's so funny because I'm looking at this my like growth chart that I kept track of, and like I remember in December going home for Christmas of 2019 and I was like, I'm doing this as a job. Like I was still in college, I had time, I hadn't been paid whatsoever, and looking I had 3,000 followers.
Do you remember
like, I'm doing this?
That's amazing.
What made you think that you could make money off of it at that point?
I think just because I knew that other people were not even in the dog world, but just like in general. And then when I started having brands reach out to me for free things or whatever, then it made me feel like, oh, I can be paid, even though they weren't even offering me money.
Yeah.
So I don't really know even why I felt that way.
But that's still like something that like probably like made you keep going versus like, oh, well, whatever, I'll just give up on this dream.
Yeah, like it was just like fun. And I felt like I was at a place in life where I was still very confused about what I wanted to do in the future. Like it was like my senior year of college.
Yeah.
So I was very much focused on like,
What's
holy
next?
shit, what am I going to do after this? And then it was suddenly like I was so distracted by my dog and this like community. And like it felt, honestly, it's like the first thing that I felt so like passionate about and like a hobby of mine. Like I haven't really had like a lot of hobbies in my life really at all, besides like hobbies that I've had are like writing, photography, making videos, all these things that I now do. So it really combined everything.
Yeah.
And then we got Sadie 7 months after that. Then we jumped that's when I hit 10,000 followers, was when Sadie came home. So then at that point, then I was like, okay, like things are happening.
You knew for sure that you would like
Well,
do after college?
I don't envision doing social media for like ever at all. Like I've always wanted to work with dogs, but I've always wanted to just have my own business doing things. Like I want to have a store eventually one day, like an in-person business. So it wasn't that I thought like, oh, this is going to be my career, but I thought that it could be like a jump start to get to where I wanted to go eventually.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. My head is like in the clouds, so I just like have very unrealistic expectations, but I usually make them come true. So it ends up working out. But yeah, so then Sadie came home and it grew even more. And then I started my business, So Fetch, like the month after Sadie came home. So it was like pretty quickly of like, I started sharing things and then I started selling things with me sharing.
Did you sell your presets first?
Yeah.
That's so smart.
I think also maybe that's what gave me like clarity of like, oh, I could make money doing this, because I was making money doing things that weren't brand deals. Like I was selling my presets before I ever made money in a brand deal.
Yeah. I feel like if I could tell anybody, I'd be like, just sell your own stuff, or like sell on Amazon, like get your Amazon affiliate commission before you like get brand deals.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't even like, I don't know, you don't think about that at the time, I feel like.
No, not at all.
But for some reason in my head, I was like, I need an LLC immediately. Like I need, like my head goes the furthest possible immediately. Like I could have definitely.
That's good.
You have a business mindset.
Not fully. I should have definitely like maybe done things in a different order, but it worked out in the end. But yeah, I feel like that's just kind of how it's grown. And I started sharing more of myself, like probably the beginning of like the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I switched. We used to be Wigglebutt Finn was my original username. And then it was Finley and Sadie. And then I switched to Maggie with the Dogs in January or February.
That's such a cute handle.
Yeah, I love that.
You guys helped.
Yeah, we all did it with like a day of each other, right?
Yeah, that was like a huge creative decision.
Oh God.
It's like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, that gives me stress.
I know, it was so scary for me.
Yeah, I can only imagine like just having the platform that you do and like changing your handle.
Yeah, that's like way more intense.
Yeah, it was scary.
But yeah, I think that's basically all for me. What about you, Britt?
So I have always like followed the different bloggers. Like I think I talked about that the first episode. And then I just like knew when we put a deposit down on Rosie and like when she was born, like I didn't want to start it like too early, but like when she was born and the puppies were like a few days old, my breeder like posted tons of pictures and videos. And so I just like took those pictures and videos and like started posting them on like Rosie's account. And so like Rosie's first picture was like Rosie's mom, like with all the puppies. And then I just, for the first, I don't even like know how long. I guess it was like a month. When Rosie came home, she had like 5,000 followers. So I posted like on April.
Holy shit.
That's like actually crazy.
But it was like because of like all the, I tried like different
breeder
things,
photos.
Like, yeah, because I had like all the breeder photos and videos. I really didn't post that many videos.
Were
but,
you
like,
posting like daily?
Almost daily. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That's so interesting.
Yeah. And it's obviously posting as like Rosie. So I like made up her entire personality. Like she was like the sassy.
Before you even met her.
Oh yeah. Of course. Like
I love that.
She was this like sassy dog. And then I guess it manifested it because she's like very sassy. Like she would like just bark back all the time. But yeah, like I would just like post but this like pandemic, like April 2020. So like nothing else going on. And I just like kept posting constantly any pic that she got. So I think there was probably between like April and May of us getting her. There might have been like 2 official pictures that I knew were actually Rosie. The rest were just like of her litter on her. Because she wasn't like noting like, hey, this is like Miss Pink, like Miss Purple and Miss Yellow. There was just
they were just
puppy pictures.
Yeah.
But it like allowed me to like fumble and like figure out social media and like pretty sure I had like a private account to start, and then like I made it public, and then I was like looking at analytics and like creator account and all that stuff. And then we brought her home and it was like just a fun day. But it also was so stressful because I was like, oh, now I actually have to take pictures and videos of my dog and I have no idea what to do. Like versus,
That's
you know
so
what I mean?
interesting though that you even had that thought beforehand. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
for me, it was like the other way. It was just like, oh, this is my dog. Like I didn't feel any pressure of like I need to take these pictures or like
Yeah.
Yeah, we
have
didn't
these certain
start
posts.
out. Brittany started out with an intention
Yeah, like you're saying, you're
to
looking at
grow.
analytics before
Yeah.
she even came home.
Well, like it's crazy what if I think about it, like what happened in a month. Like I was just posting and like figuring it out. And then like I met people and like developed like a community of people. And like I FaceTimed the group of people that like I was friends with on Instagram.
Whoa.
When we got her, like on the car ride home. I like FaceTimed the group of people I was friends
Wow.
with. So like I think there's like different engagement groups that we had like figured out at the time. And so like we were really tapped into like hashtag, like what hashtags you should use, like what you should post, what time of day you should post, and then like the community aspect as well. So it was all very interesting. Then when she came home, I was like, oh my God, I have to figure out what to post and like how to post it and like how to take pictures. And at the time, like everything was like smiley dogs, but like Rosie only gave puppy eyes and like looked sad. And I was like, why isn't she smiling? Like, what's wrong? Adopted, like Rosie was like the CEO or like queen of puppy eyes or something.
Oh, cute.
But then like I think we like, you know, just kind of like figured out like more about posting and like captions. I think a lot of the posts for the first few months were like from Rosie's point of view, but then like I eventually was like, I can't keep up with this. Like it's just so much work to figure out. And then like reels happened. And that's like when like, and I think we got 10K like maybe in July or something. And I had actually
2021.
2020.
That's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That was probably right when I hit 10K.
I
Like,
reached out to a
it.
balloon company in Chicago and I was like, hey, we're amazing. I said it more tactfully. I said it better. It's just like, hey, do you want to give us balloons for my dog's 10K celebration? And they were like, of course, here you go. Like, here's your balloon.
Oh my God, that's so amazing.
Yeah. I felt like I really made it because I got like the 10K balloons and I got them
For
I think it was like an $80 like balloon bouquet.
Oh shit.
Like
that's
so
very
like,
impressive.
Yeah. And I think I got like a pup box deal. It was like for free, of course.
That was my
like
first
a couple months in. And I felt like I really made it then. My like whole angle of like pitching them was like, hey, I have a puppy. You should like sponsor us.
Literally same. That was exactly the same for pup box. I was like, Sadie just came home. I have a puppy. And that was definitely what I felt like I made it too with pup box, even though they weren't paying.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these situations at first, like I thought that they were going to be more than they actually ended up being. Like with Chewy was my first one. Like I remember I got like an affiliate code that anybody can get. And like,
I thought I was the shit for Chewy.
Yeah, you
like,
only get money.
I'm an affiliate.
You literally, but they only pay you if you recruit a first-time Chewy person. So like I never made any money. I did not make $1 from that. But like I thought when I was posting it, like this is a paid partnership, even though they weren't paying me.
Yeah, 100%. And then I like hopped on Reels right away. If you guys like started in Reels, like, do you remember like the feature? Like you could get a reel featured and Instagram would like blast it out to people.
No,
do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
So like when Reels first came out, they hand selected certain Reels to be featured and they would just like push them out to like thousands and millions of people. And so I think it was like my 5th or 6th reel got featured and I got 5 million views and like 10,000 followers overnight.
Holy crap.
That's insane. No, I don't remember that. Like I would post videos before reels were a thing. And then I just kind of remember one day it was like, okay, when you post a video, it now shows up as a reel. Yeah. So, like I don't fully remember the actual like transition to it. And
then I just like basically only posted reels and like TikToks for like a very long period of time. And I would like post a photo when I would post like a reel. And so I think we like got to like 30K and then things got busy, life got busy. And it's been like
that's actually so crazy though how fast it was initially.
Yeah. But I think it was like it's kind of like funny because it's so I don't know. Like I got the fast growth, which gave me like false confidence. And then that false confidence helped me build like real confidence.
Yeah.
And then that real confidence and like strategy and everything else I've done like has helped me like translate that into so many big things for other people.
Hell yeah. What was your first paid one?
It was for this like dental chew brand. And
Do you remember how much you got?
yeah, $300
Woo! Do you remember how
for
many
a
followers?
giveaway. I think it was like a little less than 10,000 or at 10,000.
Yeah, mine was like the same. I had like I think a little less than 10,000 and mine was for it was a small business. Like I should not have probably even charged this girl, but she paid me 150 to like promote her. It was like a hat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine
it felt
was
really good to like deposit the check in the,
Yeah.
in, like, the bank
Oh, you
account.
got an actual check.
Yeah.
Mine was through Aspire, but it was
Wow.
$300 for 2 posts. And the post got over 2,000 likes. So
Do you know how long after you started it was?
April 30th, 2019. So less than a year. I don't even know what the brand was. It's like AAHA. Like, I don't even know.
Good memory.
Oh, American Animal Hospital Association.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
But
cool.
I had done, that was the first paid one that I
think
had.
that's interesting that the first one you had was through Aspire. So, like, how did you find out about influencer platforms?
My friend that I mentioned earlier that has a bakery Instagram account, she told me that she saw pet campaigns on Aspire and that I should sign up.
That's so
That's
cool.
so good.
Like, I
Yeah.
literally didn't sign up for Aspire or all those things until this year.
Oh, really?
really?
Yeah, until like February.
That's
What?
Like, when
February?
like when I changed my username and everything is like when I really started.
That is crazy.
Wow.
But I've only ever gotten one on Aspire and one through #paid.
I feel like it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get more on those platforms because I think I would have accepted a lot less than I was worth. And like I remember negotiating with like PetSafe and being like, I charge $400 for this. And they were like, we can't pay you 400. And I was like,
Yeah, that's the thing about those platforms is like it almost makes you charge less than you should.
yeah. So I think it was like a blessing.
We talked about kind of at the beginning how we did these engagement groups or like followed people and then unfollowed them and they didn't follow you back and things. Is there things where if you were to restart right now, you would change?
I would not have given any company the rights to my videos because I know that a lot of pet influencers deal with that because the moment a cute pet video goes viral, you have companies like Unilad or
Viral Snare.
Yeah, they all email you with all these promises like you'll get a certain percentage of our ad revenue and we'll get you on Ellen. Like literally, these were their selling points to me. I remember this was around Thanksgiving. I remember getting approached by companies like this and I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, like I had no clue. And I didn't even read contracts. Like I just signed away the rights to Willow's biggest howling videos to these companies. And then like, I know one of them, I cannot think of the name, but it was a big one. I set up like a payment portal and everything, and they posted on their Facebook accounts and they had millions and millions of views, never paid me a cent. So then I was kind of like, fuck you. I'm letting other companies post these videos because you're not even honoring our contract. So
yeah, no, that's horrible. That happened to me before a Fins account or anything. Cameron made me an anniversary present for our first anniversary and it went viral on Twitter and I sold everything to Uniland. Like they gave me the same proposition. They were like, you're gonna make so much money off of this. Anybody who wants to get the rights, like then we'll pay you for it. And we were like, oh, this is so cool. Like nothing ever happens. They don't.
Yeah. Did you get any money?
No. Like,
what a freaking scam.
Anything. It's just a scam, but you're not educated on it. So it's like, how are you supposed to know?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think I also, I don't know, I guess just undercharging in general. Like I would want to not do that. I never
But
really
you kind of
did.
had to learn.
Yeah, I think that's also a thing is you kind of do have to learn. Cause like imagine if you're only getting paid like what you deserve. I feel like it could make you a little stuck up almost.
Well, I think that like the biggest thing when you undercharge and you like do the work is like you feel like the feeling of like, oh, I just did a lot of work and I like over delivered and I did not get compensated properly for it.
Yeah.
And that feeling, you like remember that the next time you go into like negotiations and you're like, oh, I know that like this was too little. So I'm going to rethink this the next time.
Exactly.
It also sucks because all brands take advantage of those people that don't know what to charge, and it brings a lot of people down. A lot of brands just go after people that don't know what they're doing and offer them free stuff.
Yeah.
And they say yes. And then when you want to partner with them, they don't have a budget because they didn't make a budget for influencers because people do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can get you down if you tell a brand like, no, I charge this. And then they're like, no, we don't pay that. Like you're not.
They're
not
like, well,
worthy of
we
that,
pay.
basically.
Yeah. They'd be like, well, we work with people with 100,000 followers and they don't ask for that much money. So you're overcharged. Like,
Yeah.
it just
well, those
makes you
people
feel
don't know what
bad.
they're doing. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I would have changed is like really like number one focus is like community and like who's following you and like engaging with people. Like engaging with people is like a gift. Like having to comment back to people is a gift. Like it's such a big thing. And like same thing with DMs. It's like such a blessing to be able to like interact with people and get to know people in your DMs.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I think like when you're first starting out, there's like so many things coming at you, like from like hashtags to views to impressions to followers to creator count, like all this other stuff you feel like you have to do to like be doing it right. In reality, it's just like, how are you like making relationships on the app? And like, what does that do for you?
Yeah, I was never intentional about my ideal follower either. And I wish that I was. I mean, if I could jump in a time machine, I would have been including myself in the account from the very beginning. I have like no pictures with Willow when she was a puppy.
Yeah.
And that would have just...
I like intentionally really didn't want to be part of the account. Like I didn't want the criticism or the pressure of it.
Yeah.
I like saw so many things like happening to like other influencers. And so I was like happy at the beginning, I was like happy being behind the scenes. But like over time, I was like, wait, like people like actually enjoy like interacting with me as a human being, not Rosie.
Exactly. That's my number one tip. If you want to make a career out of social media with your dog account, you need to be the head of it. You need to be the face of it, not your dog.
Yep.
Because it's not a long-term move to put your dog.
I agree. I do think that it is possible to do your dog as the head, like if you really don't want to be in it. But in those cases, like the people who make it that way are literally making a voice for their dog. Like they're literally adding like voiceovers.
And how many dog accounts like that are there? Like Tucker, Hudson, Doug the Pug.
Successful ones. Yeah. And the other thing too about those accounts is that they literally give their dogs their own personality.
They're very good at that.
That's what
it's like. Not like
nowadays,
it's not like they're making up. They're not like making up the personality for the dog. It's like their own personality, just like in, you know, with the dog's face in front of it. So it's like, they're already a really funny person, or they're already a very creative, like witty person. And they're just putting like the dog's face in front of it.
Exactly. Because if you gave the same dog to a different person and told them to make a voiceover for the dog, it would not turn out the same way whatsoever. Like that's the biggest thing, is like making a personality. It doesn't matter if it's your personality or the dog's personality or whatever, but like you need to have a big personality.
Yeah, like you need to be as smart as Hammy and Olivia.
Yeah.
Oh my freaking God.
But yeah, exactly.
They're
like
so
that.
good.
Like if Hammy and Olivia were in a different house, it would not turn out the same way.
Oh no.
Like,
Yeah.
Chris is a genius.
Yeah. And I didn't include them because he is also a character in the account. And that is so smart too, because he can engage with the audience when he needs to.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, he's just so smart in creating their personalities.
Yeah, that is true. But it does put you in like a niche of same with Tucker, Doug, or whatever. It's like still he can kind of only make videos like that. Like,
yeah, he can't do a partnership with Colgate.
Yeah, or not doing
he
the
probably
dog's
could figure it
something.
out, but yeah, being just in a pet niche is really hard because a lot of pet brands don't pay at all, and it just really narrows your way of making money. Scope of work.
Yeah. So Britt, you were saying that you like reels kind of happened kind of right off the bat for you. I feel like with me it was more, like I said, it was just like I would post videos sometimes, and then one day it was like, okay, you post your video as a reel. Like I don't really remember that trend of like reels need to be a thing now very much until more so like this year, end of last year.
Yeah. I distinctly remember I was following the creators page, like, you know, the Instagram creators page, and they like announced Reels as like the next thing. I think I like knew they were coming out because like they had like they were beta testing them or whatever. They like knew they were coming out. And August like 2020 is when I like first started posting them. They like came out in the day after I posted my first reel. Like the day I got the feature, I posted it. And so I just like started posting them constantly. You would easily just get like 100,000 views like in a heartbeat. And I realized I come from like such a math and science, like very logical background, like in my life and in school and everything, in my work. And so I never like gave myself the creative like freedom or like the creative name that like I was creative or whatever. Like that was never something I was like,
it wasn't your story.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not creative. That was like my story. I'm like, I'm smart. I'm like great at math and science, like all this stuff. Like that was my story. And photos were great. Like I learned more about editing. I loved taking pictures, and like I liked Lightroom, figuring out all of that stuff. I liked figuring out social media, but video really gave me like so much creative freedom and creative outlet that like I really enjoyed it and I started thriving in it. But like I also come from a background of like I didn't like spend a fuck ton of time like trying to figure out how to use a camera. Like so
did you make videos before like for fun?
No, but I knew like Lady in the Blues and like other big accounts.
I don't know what that is.
Lady in the Blues is like another English cream retriever. She's amazing. Cute. She's very, she's like very original content. Like she's like an OG creator. Like if you think about like creators and like original content, she's like one of them.
Okay.
But like they posted like only video content. So it's like I knew there was a place for it, but like I didn't know like how to do it on like the video platform. And then I started like testing it out on Reels and everything. And it was just so much more fun for me to do it that way and like figure out like my creative side that way versus trying to like continuously figure out how to like make Rosie sit for a picture and like creative, like because you know like you can only make your dog, like if your dog isn't like listening to you, like you can only take so many angles of your dog.
Yeah,
so it's like old.
Unless you're like a hiking account, which I'm not. Yeah.
Just doesn't happen.
Video opened up so many more possibilities for content for sure.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Like when did you, like you said you posted the woo videos, but did you like post other types of videos?
Not really. Like the thing that rose me to fame was a video, but like still my main thing was nice aesthetic cute pictures of Willow with glasses on and you know just like nice pretty pictures. And but I mean,
you take amazing photos, like you're very talented photographer.
Thank you. But yeah, as soon as Reels happened, I was like, oh, I'm posting these awoos to Reels, and they popped off. Like obviously helped me gain 100,000 more followers than I had, but I don't remember like why I started getting more into video or what prompted me to do that, because I think in 2020 I was still doing partnerships that were video but not Reels.
Oh,
interesting.
That's very interesting.
Or maybe it was the end of 2019 that I was doing that. Yeah, I think it was probably the end of 2019. But yeah, and then I guess with TikTok, when I finally got on TikTok, I got like a lot more inspiration and saw what other people were doing.
I think that's a very good point too. I remember I posted a lot of my like TikToks to Reels at first.
Yeah.
I was like really into TikTok. I think I gained like 45,000 followers like very quickly.
Yeah, that's like crazy. For me, it was like the opposite with TikTok first. I didn't make like a dog account first. I was just like using my personal TikTok to watch people.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking about it as much of like posting content there, but I've always posted a video like on Finn's Instagram or the Instagram or whatever. Like I think the second post we ever made was a video from his breeder, like of the puppies all with the mom. Like I just always post a video. And then I think Aussie's Doing Things is like the #1 Australian Shepherd repost page, and they posted a one of Finn like climbing in his toy basket. It was very cute, but that kind of gave me probably like a few thousand followers, but like it definitely like launched things off a little bit.
In I think 2019, December of 2019, I think I was posting Reels. Was it?
Do we know what month they came out? Like I genuinely don't know.
August, like August 2020 was like when they officially got released to like everybody, but they beta tested them for like months before because of TikTok.
Yeah. Well, TikTok blew up in 2020 as well.
Yeah. So what are your guys's just thoughts and overall opinions? Like I feel like a lot of the questions that I get from people or complaints or whatever about Instagram is that they feel as though picture is just not a thing anymore and that you need to have reels to be a thing or to grow on Instagram whatsoever or to work with brands or anything. And I feel like it's just a hot topic everybody has different opinions on.
It seems like the problem is that Instagram just isn't pushing photos. So
Do you feel like that's actually true?
Based on my engagement, yeah, because I get like 1,000 likes on a picture, if that. But I used to get, I mean, at the end of 2018, I was getting 1,000 likes on a picture when I had 20,000 followers or whatever. So
yeah,
like I also get the, well, you need to step up your content and make more content that people like argument. But I also just think that Instagram isn't pushing photos out to people right now. I don't know what their algorithm is doing at all right now, honestly.
I just personally think it's more like I think the algorithm, or like when people complain about the algorithm and everything, like to me all an algorithm is like basing your own explore page or whatever, like what you're going to see. Like that's how the algorithm works, is like based on the things that you like, giving you more related content that they'll know you like. Like, so I think TikTok has like a freaking amazing algorithm. Like it literally pushes the most random things that relates to you that you don't even, just such random shit. Like you're like, holy shit. Like, is it paying attention and listening to me?
Nice thing about TikTok is that you can so easily just flip to your following tab though. And I always look on my following tab and look at the people that I follow.
I never look at my following.
I get mad when it goes to the following tab, because if I'm on the like explore, people who like you still come up on my, like if I go to the other one, like it still puts your videos first because it knows I want to watch them or whatever. Like I just feel like with Instagram the videos are doing better because videos perform better. Like
people like
it's not even that people like them, they don't just perform better, people like them.
That's what I'm saying better. They perform better because
people like
they're
them.
performing, but yeah when I say perform better, I mean because people are looking at them longer.
The biggest thing too is like, if you think about like your Woo video, when you posted like video, like video is what made you famous, not your cute pictures, you know? And like, that's what I think made a lot of like the other big dog counts famous, was when they posted videos.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a different like medium of like storytelling that like allows people to connect with you in such a different manner. And I feel like that's what people forget about, is like that so many more people are like, they love your videos that you take, or they love like how you tell a story, or like they love like how you're putting together like a bunch of photos in a video format. Like they like seeing more of that. And it's not necessarily like video versus photo. It's like it elicits more of an emotional response from more people versus a photo like could or could not do something for people.
Yeah, like I still have, like if I go to my explore page, most of the things recommended to me are all photos. Like I have 2 or 3 reels and a bunch of photos.
The other thing too is that like there's obviously so many more people on the platform, and so like there's a lot more competition. But like the photos that were, I used to been like tongue out Tuesday or like boop my nose or something, like those just don't, like those you see at like thousands of likes or something, and nobody cares about that anymore. Like people care more about like actual like content and like substance to captions, and not just like fluffy.
Exactly, which is that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that obviously like my reels have a much further reach than when I post a photo. Like if I post a photo, it gets shown to like nobody, like quite literally. But I think that any photo I post still has better engagement overall than videos I post, like than the reels do.
Like,
and
like the actual substance of the comments.
Like if you look at the percentages also of just like comments per the amount of views on a reel, or comments per the amount of people who saw a picture. And then also like I was going through like looking at my photos, and like I don't really post as many photos anymore, but like one of the last ones I posted was on 4th of July, and it was like very personal about like political thoughts and stuff, and I got like over 200 follows from it. And all of those 200 people are going to be very aligned with me and be very like want my content and stuff. But like the video I just posted of after the dentist that got 5 point something million views, I didn't even get 100 follows from that. Like, and it was
viral versus like everybody thinks that they want to go viral. No, you don't want to go viral. You want to build a community.
That's like the biggest thing too, that I think the photo versus video, it just like masks what's like really important to people. Like
Exactly.
when you have a greater purpose for being on a platform besides followers, views, likes, comments, that shit doesn't matter as much anymore. Like obviously I'm going to get excited if something got, 10,000 views or something, or a lot of likes, but like, or I got a lot of follows, but like at the end of the day, my greater purpose and mission is not about the, followers and engagement and stuff. What's giving me a huge perspective on this actually is like starting working dog mama, because it's not really been about followers. Like, yeah, it's great to get them, but like it's truly about the community. It's truly about like amplifying the message of like making women fuck ton of money. Like,
And you can build your business and make more money, not in relation to follower count. You can be making a lot of money and not be necessarily growing followers, but you're still really building your business. Like,
and the craziest thing is that like when people find me, they follow me. Like, I don't know, I should look at it, but like I think I've grown 1,000 followers or more in the last month. I think I've posted maybe 3 or 4 times.
no, I was gonna tell you, I was
that's
just looking at it actually the other day, and I was like, oh, holy shit! Like you've gotten a lot of followers. Like,
and but like
it
also
shocked
all of
me.
those followers are so engaged.
Yeah, it's just like really rewarding, but like it takes time, and I never like fault anybody or never like try and criticize people for like not thinking that way, because I know that it takes time when you could really like zoom out and look at the bigger picture of what you want. It like helps so much, and it like causes so much less stress and emotional like turmoil.
Exactly. It doesn't mean that going viral is not exciting or that gaining followers isn't exciting and stuff. It just means finding other small wins with the other things that you're doing. Like, so how do you think that you have each created a community within your brands or whatever since you've started?
That's a hard question.
I feel like my biggest thing, or that's kind of what I would change too if I could go back, I guess, is just more so being open about myself and my life.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the biggest way to connect with people and to create a community, because you can share like the most random fact about yourself and there'll be somebody who is like, oh my God, me too. Like I order that same thing for lunch, or I went through the exact same thing in 7th grade, or I have a sibling who did the same thing, or like whatever the most random thing is, people will connect with it.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to somebody in Dog Mom Club because she was sharing how she was sharing about scary movies because she really loves horror movies and stuff. And I was talking to her about it. Like, I don't love horror movies whatsoever, but I really like watching her stories about horror movies because like I can tell she's so passionate about it. And so like it makes her so happy, and like it's fun for me to watch that excitement. So I think a lot of the times people get held up of like, nobody's gonna like that, or nobody can relate, or nobody like will think I'm weird. But even if they don't relate, I guarantee people will relate. But even if they don't, they'll still get enjoyment from it because they enjoy you as a person.
I 100% agree, because one of my clients, like, she talks about motherhood, and like I don't even think I want kids, right? Like, but I love seeing her talk about motherhood, her baby, breastfeeding, like all the things. It's like so interesting to me.
Yeah.
And like because the passion is there. And it's just so interesting to see people talk about things that they love. And that's like the best part. And I just wish I talked more about like not trying to make things like look perfect, and not even like picture perfect, but like my life looks perfect, like we had so many fucking issues with Rosie when she was a puppy, and I never talked about any of them until like way after the fact. I was like, how many dogs had diarrhea for like 7 months? Like,
oh my God,
lots
I know.
of dogs. Lots
that would
of
have been
dogs.
so refreshing.
Yeah, I thought I was just like by myself.
But
see,
I mean,
I did that.
I started earlier, but like when I started, it was all about being perfect. Everybody just wanted to see the perfect moments. And now it's evolved to being more like, I want to see the real stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting in like regards to dogs also, because like when I think of being perfect and stuff, I think about like human bloggers like wanting to be like look perfect and have the cutest outfits and like cute aesthetics, but like that also
but with dogs it was
over
like
to dogs. Like,
yeah, I walk my dog once a day with the perfect leash and the perfect collar, and I do her nails once a week, and I'm the perfect dog mom, and my dog is perfect. Yeah
I think that's also something that really helped me connect with people is I kind of never did that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like since the beginning, I very much have been like just like honest with it. I think because Finn was such a horrible puppy, honestly, maybe that's why. It was like
Yeah.
I couldn't hide it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
the curse of new dog mom.
yeah.
my accounts are just like a mess. I feel like I have too many followers. They're all so different.
What do you mean? You feel like that hurts the like community aspect, or what do you?
Yeah, because there are just too many people with too many different interests, and I don't even know how to like correct that or.
That is so interesting, actually.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you've been
just too
doing like
much.
the best job of it though.
Yeah.
And like I think we talked about this before, but like your TikTok, you can see visibly how it's changing because you show up so as yourself, but you're still like scared to post like some of yourself on Instagram. And like that's what I see most often is like people are like growing exponentially on TikTok and they're like, why am I not growing on Instagram? It's because they're not posting the same way.
Well, it's because nobody else posts 4 times a day on Instagram or even on Instagram when people are posting reels, it's usually like a funny like lip sync thing, like a trend, or it's like a montage to a cool song with cool editing.
But that's not the way to get far.
But I just feel like nobody else, it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing, but I feel weird and like brands are going to see. Like, I feel like brands, when they look on my Instagram, they want to see a nice aesthetic feed with pretty photos because all the people that I see working with cool brands have that. So if my feed is just a mess of my face and like me talking.
It's so funny though, because like I was literally looking at your feed like yesterday or I don't know, the other day, because I was thinking I want to make mine less like edited. Like I still use my presets on all my cover photos and like on any photo I post.
Funny. I was looking at your covers and saying how good they are.
I was literally looking at yours and being like, I think I want to like not edit as much. Like I think I want to stop using presets. And I was like, maybe I'll turn it like do my presets like halfway or something at first and then eventually like take it down. Like I think yours looks very aesthetically pleasing and
I just have this thing in my mind of what brands want.
But you're not the brand.
But the brands want to see themselves in your content.
But I think the other problem is like you still have to stand out amongst the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I just say this from like pitching different people. It is so much easier for me to pitch 3 different people 3 different ways than pitch 2 people with the same concept or the same angle. Like it's so hard to be like, hey, you should work with both of these people that they represent.
Because if you're just doing the same trend, like that doesn't stand out to anybody.
Yeah, I know, like, but why do these girls that do that shit get all the cool brand partnerships? That's just what I'm noticing, you know?
Is it people like you're talking about non-dog accounts?
Yeah.
That's so interesting because I feel like I don't see as many like trendy things from non-dog accounts. Like I feel like maybe it's just who I follow. I don't know. But I feel like it's more original content from those type of people.
What my TikTok is and what I connect to is like someone talking straight onto the camera doing something. But I feel like I never see that on Instagram Reels. Unless it's on your story, I see that. But people aren't going to find you through your story. So you got to put it on Reels for people to find you.
Have you been like active, like curating your Instagram as much? Like I feel like TikTok.
I try to more.
Very easy to keep. Like you can spend like 5 minutes and like your whole feed will change. But like Instagram, you have to be very dedicated to like, no, I don't like this. Yes, I like this. No, I don't like this. Like it takes like a week or more.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I meant about the algorithm. Like it's like almost you have to stop interacting with those trendy reels and then be like, okay, I'm only interacting now with people who are just talking to a camera and then like
True.
so they know that.
Yeah.
But you're right, it's a lot harder than with TikTok. It's like TikTok gets it in a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been trying, like I set the goal that I was just going to post all my TikToks on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at this point, my engagement is so low on Instagram that what's it going to hurt?
Yeah.
It's so funny because mine's like the opposite. Like I like have to try way more for TikTok. Or it's more just like being in the mood to like record multiple times a day, I think is more what it is with TikTok. More of documenting your daily life.
Yeah, I think I just
video ideas.
See the hope for TikTok where I don't see the hope for Instagram. Because like if I got 7,000 views on a TikTok, that would be a lot. But if I got 7,000 views on a reel, that would be horrible. So there's still like that difference, but for Instagram,
But the
it's
difference is just your
hopeless to me.
mindset.
Yeah.
I know, Mom.
Otherwise, it's because otherwise it's the same amount of people. 7,000 people is 7,000 people.
I know.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. I'm the exact same way. When I get 2,000 views on TikTok, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I think there is such a beauty in starting over. Also, Deb, I think that like when you started your TikTok over, you were like, fuck it. Like I am starting from zero. So zero is good. And you have to like reset that for Instagram because like think about it, you almost have 1 million followers on TikTok. So like technically speaking, 7,000 should be shit. And
yeah, it is.
7,000, but like 7,000 versus 200,000 on Instagram
Yeah.
versus 7,000 versus 1 million.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
true.
but because of like how you train your brain.
Yeah.
Like
well, I'm just
7,000
used
is,
to
like,
TikTok
sick.
being
Like,
shit.
So make Instagram 0 is good.
Yeah. Make Instagram 0.
Yeah.
I like it. Fuck the brands that want aesthetics. What I'm concentrating on is engagement.
Yeah, but you're also still aesthetic without even
Yeah.
trying.
I know. You really like it really is annoying. Like how beautiful all of your
Am
stuff.
I an aesthetic?
Yeah.
I can't even like fractionally get to the level that you're at.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just your walls being white, like really tops.
Oh, I know. That helps a lot.
It's like if you did the like he's a 10, but like with content creators, you'd be like, he's a 5, but his walls are white. It's like he's a 10.
That's funny. That's a good concept.
What do you envision out of your social media accounts? What are your plans for future growth?
I personally just want an audience of people that care about my life, that are engaged and that are like like JC Marie. I was watching her vlog the other day and she's doing a live show for her podcast. And she was like, I was scared, but then I just realized that all of you people are just my best friends. Like, you know, everything about me and it's going to be fun because we're all going to be hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I want. And I don't care about the number of followers, but I care about the number of people that care about me, you know, and that I would love to build something more than social media too. Like, for example, this year I've been thinking about doing a download that's like bingo or something for making yourself uncomfortable. So you have a whole bingo grid of things, go to a workout class alone, take pictures in public or something,
Devin,
you know,
that is
and then
so cute and so perfect for you. Oh my God.
Yeah. So like just to build a community of people that are like me, that are my best friends. Cause I never focused on that on Instagram. I just wanted the number. I wanted 100,000 followers. I wanted 200,000 followers. I was never thinking about who the person following me was.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to attract a bunch of best friends.
Yeah.
To follow me.
I love that. I think when you're saying that, I feel like my membership and Brittany having her Facebook group and clients and stuff, it like almost helps put that into your mind, because I guarantee there's people following you that feel like your best friend, or that you feel like that connection with, or they feel that with you, but you don't have them all like in one place together, or like sending you those messages where you feel like you like have that.
That's exactly true.
I feel like that gave me such a community of feeling like I had that support.
But I just don't know where to start. But I want to build a community like how you have with
Maybe you'll get
I want to build something like that.
Subscriptions or whatever.
Yeah,
rolling that out.
Yeah, but I don't want to rely on Instagram either.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do your own subscription or your own membership, or like your own
something like that.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas floating up there, so like the bingo, but
I love that idea. I think that's such a cute idea.
I do too.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
And then you could post videos like with each day of bingo or whatever.
Yeah.
Cute. I love that so much. I think kind of the same. Like I was gonna say that I just want to like expand Dog Mom Club. I think that's always been my favorite part of I guess it started with podcasts kind of for me, like the Scrubbing In podcast and Lady Gang podcast. Like I joined their Facebook group and they both just have such like good communities. Like I've made friends through them, or like people would just ask questions or share like the most deep, crazy things happening in their life to like strangers. And it would be so crazy to me, but I'd love seeing that. So that's why I wanted to create mine, to like give people that place also. So I feel like I just want to expand that and give people more of like a community. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to like make more things and sell more things, I guess.
I love that. I feel like if I still have to like really reinvent, so I'm gonna like come back to the Rosie and Britt community. I think like really just for that initially, like just building more people that feel comfortable like being imperfect, like getting a dog and just like the relatable aspect of that. And just like more like luxury lifestyle and traveling. Like I really like traveling to like nicer hotels and all of that. And like not everyone is very comfortable with dogs doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely have to lean into that. Definitely have to like figure that out more. But
That'd be a great
my
idea.
bigger like purpose and vision with in the working dog mama community is like creating as many six-figure influencer dog creator dog mom businesses as possible.
Yeah,
Like,
you are doing amazing at that. Like we talked about earlier in the episode, how when people don't know what they're doing, it's bringing everybody else down. So like you educating people to know what they're
Yeah, you're
worth is
bringing
helping
everyone else up.
everybody.
yeah. And I think like really helping people like embody that to like a whole different level, like feeling like they can make six figures like within their businesses and like however they want to do that, whether they want to create like a product or a service or they like want to do it with their creativity or whatever that is. And just continuing to grow that and like continuing to empower more and more people because I think I've been so comfortable like making a lot of money and like I want other people to feel like that's possible for them. And I just like in the conversations that I've had with people, like people just don't feel comfortable talking about it. People don't even feel comfortable sharing like how much money they make. And that's okay. Like that's like everyone's at their own journey with that. But like the more we can all like have that discussion, like the better we all are. And
For
just
sure.
showing people like the ultimate possibilities of that is just so exciting to me. And it truly is like a ripple effect. Like when one person knows like what they're capable of, it just like ripples to like everyone else.
Yeah, because then they tell someone, then they tell someone, and like it's just
it's we're all so much better making more money. Women making more money. Like that's it.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Plus, this podcast is going to help with that so much too, because we're talking about all this stuff.
Yes, that's
being
also
100%.
open. That's why I wanted this podcast so that we could be open about what it's really like.
yeah, like I feel like this podcast helps with like all of our goals and like just the things that we want to create. Like I think it will make such a sense of community and bring all of our communities together. And we have similar communities at the same time. So it like we'll just have a So Glad We're Friends community.
Yeah.
I also think another beautiful thing about us is that
I'm dead.
What?
It's just so funny. Just another beautiful thing about me. My eyes.
No,
just...
this like
no,
us.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But like, it's such a fucking annoying thing is that like there's so much competition like amongst women that we are like so individually ourselves and celebrate our own unique identities and we can celebrate each other in each other's wins. And I think that like is a huge thing that we can like pour into our communities. Like we can celebrate everybody that's part of our community. And there's like not competition between us and we could be like very unique to that.
Yeah.
Instead of like
so cool.
Feeling like we have to compete with one another to like, you're better than me or I'm better than you or anything like that. Like we are all the same. And
there's room for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done the same campaigns at the same time.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's not like only one person can win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
I think
what
we do a really good job celebrating each other. Like every campaign we do, every like milestone, like every launch, like all the different things.
And I think it's also like, it's still normal to feel a little like jealous or whatever. Like it's such a thing of like celebrate girls and celebrate like your friends and stuff. And you definitely should, like that should be a thing. But I don't think also you should like feel bad or down on yourself if like it makes you feel bad at first. Like when other people are doing good things, like you could still be like a little sad and then still be happy for the person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always bitch to you guys when I'm jealous.
And then I come in with
and then you act like a man giving me solutions when I just want to hear you agree with me.
We're just mansplains you. That's so funny. All right, guys. So at the end of every episode, we are going to be sharing our highs and lows, our peak and pit. In the last episode, we asked you guys for some name recommendations for this segment. If you can think of some similes for peak and pit or highs and lows, something cute that would fit us, we would would love that. But we're recording this after the last episode, so we don't have it yet. But we will be sharing our highs and lows. Mine, I want my high to be a plan. Is that fine, or does it have to have happened?
No, do plan.
Oh yeah, it can be planned.
Okay. We're going on a vacation in like 2 weeks to Leavenworth, Washington, and we went last year.
Oh,
and it's just so
cute.
pretty.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah, it'll just be so cute, and like it's just fun with the dogs now that they're like older. It's not constantly like worrying about their behavior and like training them on vacations. It's more like we're able to chill, so it'll be fun. And it's like such a cute Airbnb, and there's like a floating bed on the outside, like
Oh, cute.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
yeah, like hangs. It's very cute, so I'm very excited for that. I'm trying to think of a pit. I don't know if I should say the brand. I'm not gonna say the brand, I don't think, but I have to redo like this whole campaign for this big brand because they took so long to approve it that the entire messaging of the campaign changed basically.
That sucks.
So frustrating.
So yeah, that kind of really sucks when it's like it's not my doing. Like it's not something that I messed up on or forgot to add or things like that. Like it's like they just took too long to do it. So that kind of sucks. But I think that's such a reality that people need to see also, is like when I say that I'm making $3,000 at something, like I'm not getting that until like 3 months later. At least.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Okay. My peak was yesterday. My family and I got together and we did our fantasy football draft, and it was really fun.
Oh, that's fun. Cameron was just telling me that football's starting, and I was like, wait, what?
I'm excited for football to start. I hope my team does well, but it was just really nice we played cards and we did our fantasy draft, and I just saw my whole family, and it was really fun.
Cute. Does your family love the Cardinal? Cute.
Yeah. And then
and you went to a Cardinals game.
Yeah, my dad has. Oh yeah, I went to the practice this weekend too.
Oh, cool.
You can go to their practices for free and just watch them.
For free?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I had a really fun weekend, actually.
Super fun.
My pit is, I think I have to say no to a brand that I really like, but they're not offering me money for a collaboration. They just want to give me free stuff. And I don't want to say the brand, but
bummer. It's a brand we all know and love.
Yeah, like I really want to take it, but I don't I want to take it just for the free stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't want to continue to let them get away with just sending free stuff, you know?
I just really want to know, like I want to talk to the girls that that brand works with, because like in my mind it doesn't make sense that they're not paying those people a lot of money, but at the same time, like, are they just giving them thousands and thousands of dollars in free?
I think they probably pay people with a certain level of engagement or something, but my TikTok engagement is not that great. So I can't be like, well, you need to pay me $5,000 when I get 3,000 views, you know?
But you have a million followers. Like,
I know, but that doesn't mean anything because they're not all watching it.
That's like the worst. And it like kind of similar to what we talked about before. It's like you've already done the work for free and it's like not felt great. So it's like, how do you decide if you're gonna do it?
It would contribute to my work because it would be free clothes and I could do a try on haul.
You just said it was clothes.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean what the brand is.
Like sharing that it's clothes, I feel like shows even more because clothes is such a hard one, because I feel like you can get thousands and thousands. You could get what you would be paid in clothes pretty easily.
True. So should I be like, you have to give me $3,000 worth of clothes?
Could you just say like, I'm not going to commit to posting, but like you can send me clothes?
Yeah, or that.
You can send me $2,000 worth of clothes, but
I need to reply. It's been like a week since they emailed me, so I need to say something. But yeah, it was sad because you get excited when you see a brand that you know and love in your inbox, and then when they can't fit you in their budget, it's such a bummer.
Yeah. That's also something we'll talk about in future episodes, though, because like we're all in different boats, because Brittany's a manager, Devin has management, and I'm just riding solo. So it's very like different perspectives, though, of how we get brand deals and how all of that works.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your highs and lows, Britt?
Well, I have a pretty big high from this past week. We officially, I bought a house in, drumroll, Denver/Littleton. And we moved all of our stuff last week and spent the week in our house, which was just like incredible.
So exciting.
And by the time this episode comes out, I will have put in my notice with my job and quit my full-time job.
Yes.
The most exciting, terrifying thing in the world. But I think a huge thing is that like having Maggie and Devin here, like, and the support is just incredible. And the community I've built is just like incredible. So I feel a lot better about the whole
I
thing.
feel like you should also just feel better because I mean, Brittany, she's very humble, but like she's really like probably quadrupled your business in the last year. No, like I feel like you've definitely just grown rapidly and really put yourself in a position where you'll be more than fine on your
Yeah,
own.
and you did all that while working a full-time job. Imagine what you're gonna do when you're not.
Yeah, literally.
It's a wild thing.
It's so exciting.
It's like the most exciting. Like it's really exciting to be set free of like something that I've basically made myself think I have to do for like the rest of my life.
I wonder if it will make it like, because for me at least, I felt like once I had to do it, it like changed something in my mind that made it less exciting or like less fun almost.
For me, I have a hard time seeing it as working. And so
yes,
I think that fucks with my self-esteem because
same.
I feel like I'm not working, air quotes, enough. But I am, but I don't see it as working, which is a great thing, but it just fucks with my mind.
Yeah. I think one of the best things I have done for myself is like I have a one-on-one coach that like I work with, you know, like multiple times a month. Like we have calls and then I like just text her 24/7. And I think like she's done this, she's like walked the same path as me as far as like quitting like a corporate job. And I think that has been so helpful because she like knows exactly like where I'm at and like what I need to do. I definitely think I need to like give myself grace and time to like just figure out what my life is like supposed to look like and how it's supposed to flow. But it's all just like so exciting that like I get to do something because I literally thought like, you know, I'm going to be working this job until I'm 65 and like I can't quit my job. Like basically that was like a year ago, like a whole year ago. My whole plan was to work this job and like really build out like a social, like a side hustle. And it was
not a year ago.
Yeah.
That's so
it was not even in the realm of possibilities that I could quit my job. I literally was like, no, this is gonna be my side job forever. And my pit is like I had to move everything last week, which is miserable.
But your house is so cute and you're like all nature vibes.
I know. I have like this little like water fountain like stream in my backyard and you guys will get sick of it, but like it's the most amazing thing.
So calming.
Was it a reel or a TikTok you posted or whatever of like your
I did post it already, but I didn't like say what it was. So when
I could like, hear the fountain in there.
But like no one knows it's like my backyard. So it'll be fun.
I will say that so far this year, as my first year being a full-time content creator, has been like the most mentally challenging year of my life.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's hard making the transition, like, because you're so excited, your dream finally came true, but then you have to like totally do a mental reset and like, it can be challenging.
It sucks that you went through it, but like I feel so much more mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Watching you go through it.
Oh yeah.
Being like, okay, I need to like really prepare for this piece of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Even just like, what do you do with your schedule on a day-to-day basis? Like that was like a big thing. I remember we talked about a few months ago, like, how do you feel productive? Like, how do you feel like you did something at the end of the day?
Still figuring that out. So
it sucks. I like am very, very grateful that like I have you both through the whole process and that you've done a lot of the shitty work.
I'm grateful that I have you both as well.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm
so glad
we're friends.
Yes.
Well, that's perfect.
Well, that was the episode, hey?
I think that's it. So next week we will be doing a Q&A and answering all your questions, giving you guys advice on whatever problems you may send us. So you guys can always email us at sogladwerefriends@gmail.com. Rate and review the podcast. Follow our Instagram at sogladwerefriends, and our personal social medias are in the description of the podcast.
Yeah, so make sure you follow us so you can get all of the like inside stuff. If we do Q&As or any story episodes or anything like that, you got to be following us.
And you can DM us on there, and then make sure you're following our individual accounts so you can understand all the things that we're talking about in these
and just be a part of our communities that we're building.
Yeah, we're talking about our communities.
Yes,
join
we want you in them. Yeah,
join everyone.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Bye
guys.
Bye.
I love the bye. I don't know why it's so funny to me.